Evening all, and welcome back to Kerbalism. We are launching a craft. It is exactly the same as our fuel base that is currently in orbit of Kerbin, but this one is going to Minmus. It will refill our little station that's there. It will then sit in orbit, basically, and I think we'll build a little tug at some point to send the fuel from the base up to orbit, because then it's easier for large craft to come along and dock with it. And with a flyby and small assist from the moon's gravity, doing a very small slowdown burn here, we will actually get an encounter with Minmus quite cheaply, which is always appreciated. And with just one other tweak to set our inclination correctly, we will get ourselves an encounter with Minmus and have barely used any fuel, all thanks to the moon and the fact that it just happened to be in the right place at the right time. There we are. We're going to crash into Minmus. How awesome is that? And here we are, 9 days or so later, with our target below us there, and we have to pull off some very different looking maneuver here in order to match it, line up, meet it, do everything we need to do. But yeah, that moon encounter I think probably saved me, well, let me think, to get to Minmus's orbit, to get into orbit and then do a maneuver node to find Minmus and get to it, I think was going to be just under 1500 meters a second. Then I got to do the inclination change, which I didn't even figure out. That was just to get to the right orbit size of Minmus. Whereas this one was about a 1600 meter burn, and then we just hit the moon, did that little tiny 40 meter one, and we hit basically. So it probably take me 300-400 meters a second. So grab with that. Oh, missed it. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. So if we just slow down to about there, then what should happen is we get an encounter. Should have about 200 meters, I think it figured out. 300-400, that'll do. And of course, you may be thinking, well, how does this work? We have arms on here. Well, with the power of pushing the right button, we can deploy them to actually be outside like so. And I should probably power down all those ones. I wonder whether I can do that with this auto. No, I cannot. Okay. So let's go inside some of these pods, I think, and see whether we can't turn off some of these ones here. So lock, no motor. You. Oh, they're all. Yeah, awesome. There we go. So now if I push one, yeah, they can't do it. Awesome. That's exactly what I want. Also, my camera's being very strange. There we go. Right. So in 2 minutes, we have an encounter. We have a we have an encounter with our M space. We are getting close to our Eve probe, not Elu. Eve. So that's going to be the next thing on the list, I think. We might be able to dock it. Well, we've got a day, so yeah, we'll definitely be able to dock this one. Right. Let's completely ignore that I just fired the wrong direction and try again. There we go. Yeah, that was completely the wrong way. Okay. We're using that lovely cluster engine again because it's got... oh wow, I've only got one ignition remaining on it. I've used a lot of them. Although I don't know if I made this high quality. So... Damn. Oh well, let's just use that ignition and if we can't get ourselves a very, very nice encounter and then hope we can use it to slow ourselves down. Because we kind of need a way to stop it. We've got no engineers here. If it goes wrong, this could all be terribly wrong. We are in orbit anyway, so, and we're pretty close. I think we'll be okay. I think let's hope this works. Okay. There is one other thing I have completely neglected. We don't have any RCS. We don't have any maneuvering things at all. So I'd have to dock these using the main engines, which is really, really, really difficult when the main engines could fail at any moment. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Didn't think that through, did I? Nope, no I did not. Right. Okay. Let me shut this down so I don't accidentally fire it again. And let's see. Let's have a bit of a dance around and let's see whether I can figure out how to dock these two together using main engines. How many ignitions do we have left on this thing here? All this has to do is land. 15. And we've got 300 meters a second. So yeah. Okay, so after 10-15 minutes of this, I'm giving up. I think I could actually get them to dock. Doing it this way, it is possible, but I'm going to run out of ignitions, and I need 2 at the minimum to land, maybe 3. So I think I'm just going to have to let them drift apart for a little bit and send up somebody else with some RCS, which is fine because I want to send a sky crane up anyway. So if I send that up, that has plenty of RCS and can pick things up and can hover and do stuff, then yeah, that's gonna work. Building a light tug is easy. Getting it to Mimbus, however, requires quite a decent sized vehicle. and gotta make sure we take it a little bit slow because I really don't know whether this is going to fall apart on me or not. Kinda hope not, but you never can tell. So, whilst the tug is on its way over to Mimbus, we are here at our delivery probe, which you may have just noticed flickered around there, because Eve is in our sights. We have made it all the way out here. We have just entered Eve's sphere of influence. Our longest, well, not our longest running spacecraft, but so far this is our most successful. He says, knowing full well that's going to wreck everything. 38, we're fine. Yeah, so far this is our pretty much most successful craft we've ever built. We've got a long way to go yet. We've got 3 days before the actual encounter, but we're 7 days before our tug gets to Mimbus. So shall we go and put this in orbit? Does that seem like a good idea? There she is. There's Eve. Oof. Lovely, lovely purple glow. Awesome. And we're firing. Why are we firing that way? I don't know. Ah, yes, yeah, we're firing that way because we need to get into a polar orbit. Ah. Awesome. Okay, so let's just wait for the 5-minute mark and fire up the engine and let her burn for almost 10 minutes, which is a very, very long time, but shouldn't be a problem for us really, because that's what physical time warp is generally for. Right, so I had to not so much abandon the burn, but cut it a little early. We still had about 100 meters a second left to go, and my radiators were about ready to explode. So, yeah, I chilled out, I waited for a little bit, and now I'm just fixing our inclination, and we also need to fix our height, because we appear to be raising ourselves up, and we don't want to do that. We want to stop coming up. So come on, stop going up, and we want to get under 200. So as long as our periapsis stays below 200, we'll be okay. There we go. Right, now we're coming down again, and then we can just go retrograde when we drop below 200. Which shouldn't be very long. I think I should probably wait until the periapsis, shouldn't I? That would make more sense, trying to do manoeuvres and stuff like that. We got plenty of fuel left, it's not a problem. But yeah. Eve is a nice looking place, I must admit that. Eve is a very, very lovely purple speck in the sky. There we go, 149, 151. That'll do. That'll do. let's put ourselves towards the sun roughly. If I could actually get my directions correct, because the craft is upside down. Well, upside down is relative in space, but yeah, it's upside down for the controls. Let's put it that way. There we go. Point towards the sun. Get us all that lovely solar power going. I think we do fall behind, so we might end up running out of power at some point. So I might turn that off already, preempt that, because it's annoying. Very, very, very annoying. When you keep getting, the batteries are low, the batteries are good, the batteries are low, the batteries are good, whilst you're time warping. But we are here, world first milestones. We have first flyby of Eve, gathered scientific data from Eve, and entered orbit of Eve. Awesome, which is absolutely excellent. Right, now this isn't going to gather that much data, I don't think, at least anyway. It apparently beep's going to take a year to do, which is, yeah, site's going to do that, but yeah, so we're only getting 35 and 56, so it's not massive amounts, but it was more a case of that we could do this. We could send much more here, you know, we've got other science experiments to send. I could have put more on these, now I thought about it, but I just wanted some quick science. I wanted to just basically spread out all over the place and try and get everywhere we could. And we have. We are now here at Eve. Our next one will be Jewel, which is way, 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 way the other side of the... Yeah. I was going to say galaxy. It's not a galaxy. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Nice. So I think that's where we're going to leave this one, and we'll come back next time and carry on with our Mimbus refinery. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again next time. Until then, as always, have fun.